One of the many changes that have taken place in the United States recently is to change the Pentagon from the Department of Defense to the Department of War. Sadly, the same change has taken place in many religious circles. More and more often we meet people full of aggression who are seeking to put things right at all costs. They are not makers of peace, but of war. And often we do it in the name of God. And religious violence can become the most aggressive of all the passions. Or, equally sadly, we turn our backs on the world and make the spiritual life into some kind of striving after perfection or spiritual narcissism. And our communities become made up of driven, grim people. Sadly, we've lost the joy in our lives because we've lost the path. We're no longer in touch with our own poverty. We've forgotten our real motive for mourning. We fight the wrong battles. We have hunger and thirst for stupid things. We're slaves of the mediocre. We forget that we need mercy in our life because often our hearts are confused and we end up fighting battles instead of striving for peace. We want and end up being people who live to be applauded, to have success. We've been taught over the years to think of Christianity as a message to achieve moral coherence. But actually, it's a search for personal happiness. The saint is not someone who's sad, but someone who's found the beautiful kernel of life. And true happiness is to experience the mercy of God. For only when we know mercy will our vision become clear and our hearts made pure. For only when we know mercy can we begin to see God, because this is the name of God, mercy. This is how human hearts are transformed, by accepting our real poverty, our meekness, by thirsting for what is right. And then we begin to have a heart that's no longer deceived. And true happiness begins to take root because our heart is in touch with the center of existence. Finally, then, will we begin to see and sense the presence of God. This is the real beatitude, the real blessing. To see God in all the things that happen to us, even in our trials. For one truth remains, that all the successes and celebrations of this world have their days counted. Everything will one day be washed away in the face of all that really matters.